Hello, and this is another video session on dealing with Christmas carols this time. In the lessons I've been giving, I will have been giving students a sheet which contains 3 Christmas carols: Good King Wenceslas, Silent Night and We Three Kings. So there is the Christmas carol sheet with the 3 songs on here. This lesson we're going to be looking at Good King Wenceslas. Okay, so here we are. I've got my hands shown on the neck now. It gives you a better view of the left hand. Where appropriate, I'll bring my right hand up and just show you which strings I'm playing, but it should be self-evident from what I'm saying. So, Good King Wenceslas, we can see on the music, I'll hold the music up first to start with. Again, I'll just go through the basic routine I do with the children in the lessons to help playing. So we start by saying the note names. So we start with the first bar, C, 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 D, C, C, G. Okay, so that's just those first 2 bars, and let's just go through them where they are on the neck. So again, all children will know these notes from their Guitar Basics book or Guitarist Way books. There should be no problem in identifying where these notes are, and really the trick is to do more discussion with the children about saying the note names first. So the next clue that we give in the music, you can see there on Good King Wenceslas, is that we have a 1 next to the first note C. So the kids will know this as spacey C because it's in the space that lies above the middle note there on the stave, which is B, the middle line, so I call it spacey C, and I always put a 1 next to it where we can, so that indicates finger 1. Okay, so we get 3 C's, C, 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 D. There's my D, my finger 3, gone onto fret 3 of the 2nd string there. Now, some children with smaller hands, they're much more comfortable playing from C to D with finger 4. So if I've taught them with finger 4, that's absolutely fine. You'll see a 3 next to it because often we use finger 3, but in this instance we can say it's also the fret number. Okay, so it doesn't matter whether I've said a 3 or a 4, but it's got a 3 next to it, so we'll have that as a fret 3 for D. I'll always say in the class fret 3 is D. So again, just saying those rhythms now. C, 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 D, C, C, G. Okay, open string 3 for the G, the last note there before the rest. And then we can see that we've got the notes A with a finger 2 note next to it. So we often call this awful A because everyone seems to forget it. So it's finger 2 on fret 2, fret 1, fret 2 of A. Okay, of string 3, and that gives us A. So now that means we can play A, G, A, B, C, C. Okay, so let me just get the music. Show what I did there. So finger 2 is fret 2 of string 3, A, down to G. Okay, we've often called this gruesome G because people forget that one as well, but it's one of the first notes we ever learn on the guitar, the 3 open strings. So A, G, A, B. Okay, we call that one bang in the middle because it's the middle line, so it's string 2B, and then C, C. Okay, then we start to see we just get some repeats that are being played here and finishing off to that point there. Now, some of the children who haven't done the high G notes, it's noted in their notebooks that they will need to stop at this point because they won't have done the high notes. So that's in their notebooks, but clearly most of the children that are on initial grade or have done songs like Tango Hideaway and Good King Wenceslas itself from the Guitarist Way book. Tango Hideaway, of course, is from Guitar Basics. They will have done these notes, so if I've said they're capable of doing them, we have done them in the lessons, and now it's remembering them. So whilst I'm here, we have note G, the high G. It's the note that sits on top of the music stave. It's fret 3 on string 1, high G. We've often called it the great guitar G. Then we go down to an F, finger 1 on fret 1. This is nice because it all rhymes. Finger 1 on fret 1 is F, string 1 of course. Open E, easy E, down to D, okay, and then E, D, C. Okay, and then we get some repeat notes that we've just done above here, so I won't explain those, but let's show high G, high F on those string 1. Okay, so here we go. So, high G. Fret 1, 2, 3, so I'm going to use finger 3, but I could use finger 4, and lots of the children do because they find that more comfortable than finger 3. But the little 3 will take it, it means fret 3, so you can use finger 3 or 4, it doesn't matter. Okay, so we start with that high G on string 1. High G, great guitar G, down to finger 1 for fret 1 there, of course an E, easy open string E, string 2 now for the D, and then back to, I've just lost myself, down to C, there we go. So let's just play those notes, okay, so we get G, F, E, D, E, D, C, and now in time. Okay, and then the notes afterwards, of course, I just... Okay, so now we can play most of the song. We'll just go to the last line, and we get the last line, bar 13. You can see, I'll bring this over again. Here we are. G, G, okay, A, B, C, C, I think that's a D. It is. Then followed by the high notes again, G, F, E, D, C, F, C, and I'll play through those now. So bar 13, line 3, the first bar of line 3, there's a little 13 next to it. G, G, string 3 of course, G, G, A, B, C, C, D, then the high notes, string 1, high G, F, E, D, C, finger 1 to high F, back to C. Okay, so I'll leave it with that. I'll do a little performance video, so click on the link next to this tuition video for the performance video of Good King Wenceslas.